Bienvenidos a este programa. Dice, la pantalla se ve completamente diferente. Sí, estamos aquí con nuestros amigos de Makami College porque hoy es un programa especial y estamos muy contentos de que nos acompañe Blanca Vera.
Hola, Giuseppe, muy buenos días o tardes, donde se encuentren sintonizándonos. Es un gusto nuevamente estar con tu audiencia. Muchísimas gracias. Y bueno, ¿qué me cuentas de nuevo, Giuseppe?
Estoy muy contento. Para las personas que vieron la entrevista y decían, oye, ¿qué está pasando en Viva Jack Latino con Makami College? 2 entrevistas esta semana en inglés, este mes en septiembre. Pues sí, es una manera de compartir e interactuar. Que pónganos aquí abajo si quieren que volvamos a invitar a Kunle. Yo sé que va a volver a estar acá con nosotros, pero bueno, coméntenos qué les pareció, qué tanta información, qué tanto aprendimos, porque yo aprendí muchísimo con Kunle. Me quedo con unas muy buenas reflexiones, pero hey, el programa del día de hoy, Blanca, ¿va a ser en español o va a ser en inglés?
Pues nuevamente nos vamos a aventurar a tener una invitada en inglés. Su nombre es Victoria Szabo. Y bueno, pues, hi Victoria, good morning, good afternoon.
Good morning. Hello. Thank you
Hello.
for having me.
Thank you for coming, Victoria and Blanca.
Pleasure to be here.
So Victoria came back in November 2019, if I am not mistaken. She was kind of shy to have a tour. Should I do this? Should I go? Should I stay? And I have the pleasure to meet Victoria, giving to her the tour. And I know, Victoria, that sometimes it's kind of hard to make a decision to change careers, to change something that we have done for so many long, maybe because we are used to, is our best thing that we think we can do, right? Because we have so much experience. But I would like to hear from you, Victoria, how or what motivated you to change for 25 years being a manager in a building, right?
The property manager. Yes.
A property manager, yes. And then it's like, thank you, company, and I'm gonna take another adventure, very different to this.
Yes. Like I said, 25 years is a long time to be in one field, and you're on call 24/7. I love the field that I was in and the people that I worked with, always dealing with different types of people. So I like working with people. So, but I'd been thinking about massage therapy for a long, long time, and it just never seemed like the right time to move on and go back to school. And of course, I was just getting older as I kept thinking more about it. And finally, in 2019, it was just once I made the decision and decided to do it, then I just went ahead and did it. It was still very nervous. So when I came to the school and you toured me around, you just made me feel so at ease and made me feel more comfortable in making that change in my life and kind of letting me know that it's okay. A lot of people are making changes. It's never you're never too old to start something different, especially if you have a long time passion, which I did with massage therapy. I'd been in the beauty field many years ago and then got out of it. So it was a long coming decision, but once I did my research and realized what all Makami has to offer and what great people they have, and it's like a big family there. And I thought, well, I have to do it now. I have to join. So I did, and I thank you and everybody at Makami for helping me realize that I can achieve my dream, I can follow my passion, and I just love what I do. I just love being a massage therapist.
And your face have that feeling. You enjoy
Yeah.
that what you have right now, and only you change. Like I say, after 25 years, you change the experience, but you continue with the people because sometimes the people,
Yes.
okay, people says, I don't want more people. I want to change completely another activity. We don't have contact with the people, and you say,
Yeah.
okay, only I change the field, but we continue with work with people, help people, because and then property manager, I think so is complicate job because that way you say
Mhm.
24/7 something is
Yes.
missing,
Yes.
something
What?
is full, something is you are there, you
Mhm.
are the first contact to help to the people, and
That's
now
right.
the people when they come to you is another type of problems, and at the same you're feeling to help people, it's continuous.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. You say you have a research to the school. I have a lot of research too about the because massage therapy is growing up in Alberta. It's
Hmm.
a good career for people. They say, I would
Yes.
like to change my activity, or I want to create a new income,
Hmm.
a different income, and it's you can work in different options. Why you choose Makami principal?
Well, one of the reasons, I guess, because I did research other schools that were offering massage therapy. So I kind of didn't want to just go blindly into one school. So you always look at your options, what they're offering, meet with some of the other schools, see what it's like. But the first thing that drew me to Makami right away when I looked at what everybody's offering is the fact that Makami offers 3,000 hours for this program. The other schools only offer 2,200 hours. And even though Alberta only requires 2,200, the fact that Makami is offering the extra 800 hours to give you additional information that is valuable and things that you need to know, that already had me sold on Makami. And then once I came, made the appointment, got the tour with Blanca and looked around the school and got to see what everybody was like. And seeing at the time, just meeting Blanca first, if everybody was like her, then I knew the school was going to be fabulous, because she is like you're almost like as a student advisor, your first point of contact, and she represents the rest of the school. So meeting her, it was clear that the school was going to be fabulous. And those are my biggest reasons, like the hours. And once I toured the school, I just thought this is going to work for me. And she made me feel really, really comfortable and at home before I even started.
Wow.
She helped me through all the process, anything to do with financing, with the courses. It was just phenomenal. So, and again, she made me feel so at ease. I felt so nervous about feeling like I'm the oldest student. We kind of joked about that, right? No, I'm not going to be the oldest one. So, because it is nerve-wracking after so many years of being in the work field to go back to school and being worried that, are you going to be in a class with 20-year-olds or 25-year-olds and you're more, you're twice their age. So I didn't have to worry as much. Once I got into the classes, I felt relaxed, and the instructors were fabulous. It was the best decision I made. That's the best way to put it. It was the best decision I made.
And Victoria, you just didn't take massage therapist, right?
No, that's right.
Your program, right? After you complete your program back in June 2021, you decide to take another course with us,
Yes.
which is Master Instructor.
So you are very passionate to Makami, say, okay, finish, because mostly the students say, I finish, bye, I go another, I need job, blah, blah, blah. And say, another course, I return to Makami. That's amazing.
Yes. Yes. When I finished the course in June, the Master Instructor, you and I spoke about it because I had been hearing about it. You and I sat down. You explained the Master Instructor course, how it would work, how I would take it, and then we just sort of went from there. That was also a really good decision. At this time, I'm not going into teaching full-time or anything because my passion is still the practice part of the massage therapy. I still want to deal with the people one-on-one to do the practice. But the Master Instructor was, I felt at the time, beneficial to add to what I already know in my field. And so if I want to help teach massage therapy, because I'm really not looking to just go teach anything, it would be in the same field that I'm already working in. But I wanted to have that background qualification of being able to help teach adults properly. And that's what this course did for me. And I wouldn't have taken it anywhere else except at Makami because I'm already familiar with everything. And the fact that I was already a student made it easier for me to decide to, yes, I'm going to continue with some more courses and work at the same time. So again, that too, I'm happy that I took that course because it helped me a lot.
Yeah. Excellent. And Victoria, being a student, a mature student, I know it's a transition. You have to kind of put maybe a little bit more effort than 25-year-old, 18 years old people.
Yes.
However, I know you are a very intelligent woman.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit the award that you won for the program.
Yes, thank you to Makami for that award. It's the Brian Curiel Legacy Award, and you qualify for it for completing the course on time, the Master Instructor, which I completed 3 weeks early. And so I was very proud of myself for completing the course, completing it with the highest marks and qualifying for the award, which was great. Can I say how much it was? Is it that allowed?
Yes, you can.
Oh, yes. So the Brian Curiel Legacy Award was $500, and woohoo! I loved it. It was great. Yeah, that was fabulous.
Because it's many incentives, right? That maybe some of the students or some people, they don't know. They maybe think that the only resource that they have is just maybe apply for a student loan or maybe pay from their pocket or maybe, but it's many incentives that a school offers for the students.
Yeah. Yes, it does offer a lot of incentives. Same thing with when we were still in the massage therapy. At the end of the first year, you received awards for distinction, for top marks, for top attendance, things like that. And then you received a gift certificate to spend at the store, which was fabulous. So both years, and then at the end of the second year, you got the same incentives. You had your extra certificates for achieving top marks and the gift certificates that came with that. So Makami is always offering wonderful incentives for the programs, right? So, yes.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
The house. Interesting, Victoria. And also, the most memorable moment in the Makami College is?
My most memorable moment? Wow. It was probably more than one, but I don't know. I probably would have to say once I got into the program and realized what all was entailed. I have to think that there's probably lots of memorable moments, but Can't think of specifics right off the top of my head. But, yeah.
What about when you were doing maybe your midterms? Everybody I know is nervous, especially because it's a lot of information.
Yeah.
Will be maybe something that recall that being nervous and said, okay, being in front of the instructor and start doing your test.
Yes.
How that feels? How, like,
exactly, like,
can describe that?
Yes, when we had to do, the practical exams and the palpation exams, it was very nervous to start with. And then once you get in there and they're asking you the questions, and then all of a sudden you're realizing, oh, I know that. It's like, I studied, right? So you're still a little bit nervous because tests and exams were always sort of very nervous for me, even in regular school. So when we had to do our exams, that memorable moment, I guess, would be the instructors that were performing helping you with the exam were very great at making you feel comfortable, at ease. Just take a breath, just think, and you got this. So yes, those would be memorable moments. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, because as a student, you have many activities, right?
Right.
It's in Makami, we teach together or hand by hand the theory and practice, right? It goes together, blend together. How can be, or how is the transition? How it works for everybody? If you have can you explain it to us, the experience?
How the experience works for the testings? I didn't catch some of that. Sorry.
No. So when anybody in Makami comes as a student, right?
Right.
We teach 1 day of theory and 1 full day of practice.
Yes.
How that goes hand in hand, like how this blends together, if that makes sense. Like, I know they teach. No, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. The theory part versus the practical was actually, one day you come in and you're doing theory, you're doing whether it's the anatomy or osteology, myology, the things that you have to that doesn't involve hands-on. And then the next day you would come in and do practical. Now, don't forget, during the COVID times, we had to go online. So that was an easy transition. I had no issues with doing the theory online. That was great. Once we come in for the practical, sometimes you would take some of the theory and you'd bring it over to the practical. But for the most part, the practical would be where you're doing the advanced neurological techniques there for doing hands-on experience, and they would follow different steps of the program. So the two, they go hand in hand, but they come together mostly when you're doing the exams, and you got an exam in the theory, then you have your exams, and they kind of separate, but work together, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right, but they did it very well. It was a really great process, the way they have it working, and it was easy to follow each way. Coming into class for the practical was great, because even though you had to do that, at some point we had to do some practical online, which you really can't do that well, right? You need to have the hands-on experience. So when we were able to come back to class just for the practical part, though that was exceptional, because you needed to be able to work with the people and actually do the hands-on practice, but the two go well together. Yeah.
Victoria.
Yes.
Well, you arrive at the school, you finish the course, and
Yes.
you receive your certified, you are registered.
Yes.
What is your feeling when do you receive your certified and you say, okay, I'm registered now? Because I know it's different moment, different experience, different feeling. And after 25 years and say, okay, I have my register now. I can go to run my business, to work for the company. How's that feeling?
It is probably one of the most fabulous feelings that anybody can experience, because when you achieve something and it's a passion, it is something that you've been reaching for a long time, and when you get that certificate, it's just so much joy that you go, wow, I did it. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. And you just feel it is just the best feeling in the world. It's almost hard to describe, but it's such a overwhelming emotion when you get that certificate and you go, I can't believe it's been almost 2 years and the course is done, because it went by fast, right? And you miss everybody and you're like, okay, I'm glad that I have it and it's time to move on. But it was just such elation, like such a joy that it's wonderful. And that's probably one of the memorable experiences too, is getting that certificate. You're like, wow, you are now registered, you passed, you did it, you can do this. So that was a wonderful feeling.
And that's interesting, Victoria, because when you say, okay, I'm starting school, but how many people don't start course, no? And you say, okay, I'm finished the course. How many people don't finish the course? I know it's less than what they started in some cases.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they say, okay, now I'm registered. Now
That's
I'm
right.
completely registered. So
yes. Yes. Any doubt that a person may have had, that they're nervous, or am I going to be able to complete this? Am I going to be good? What are my marks going to be like? Once you have that certificate, all that just melts away and you go, I did it. Now I can relax and I can move forward. Yeah.
Victoria, tell us a little bit now that you are graduated, that you have your diploma, you have your fully licensed. What are you doing right now?
Working, yes. I'm working 2 places. When I graduated last year, once all my licensing and insurance came through, I rented a room at Hairmaster Salon and Spa in Capilano. And I work there. I'm my own practice, 3 days per week, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Tuesdays, 10 till 6. Wednesdays, I'm 10 till 3. So I work there running my own practice, doing massage therapy. And just July of this year, I decided to apply at Massage Addict, which is also in Capilano. So I work there the other days, which would be most Mondays, Wednesday nights, every Friday, and a lot of Saturdays. So I'm working most of the time, but I do have enough time for myself and to relax. You don't want to overdo it, I guess. But in my own practice where I'm at, I'm only able to get the room 3 days. So I decided to take my expertise and apply at Massage Addict, got a position there. So I'm working in 2 places.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Excellent. So in your experience, there is a lot of flexibility. You can put your own hours, because some of the people is just like, oh, I don't want to go again to work for a company and have an schedule, maybe, so you, in your experience, you can do your own hours, you can pick, of course, with an arrangement, right?
Correct.
Is it that hard? Is it that hard to do that, or how, like, just if you can explain to us a little bit how you can do that? Just to give an idea that people, like, everything in this particular career, you can be your own boss, you can your own hours, or choose the days.
In my own practice, yes, you can be your own boss. and you pick your own hours. You try to be accommodating to what you think your clients are going to need. So that's why I choose to be available on Sundays, because a lot of clients aren't working on Sundays. So you make yourself available on a Sunday. During the week, you make your hours, but there's always accommodation. So a client might say, I can't come between 10 and 6. Would you make an exception and take me at 6:30 or take me at 9? Things like that. Is because you're your own boss. You can do things like that to accommodate your clients. It works fabulous. It works for me so far. I mean, the hours that I have been working really well. So, and of course, when you're in your own practice, you're supplying everything. So that works good because you pick, what you want. With the other company that I work for, I have no complaints, obviously, or I wouldn't be there. But I have a fabulous boss that hired me, who owns the company. He's very, very intuitive. He's very great with the employees, very understanding. And he does the same thing where he will work with you as to what days are you available, what hours would you like to work, and then he accommodates the scheduling to fit what works for you. And you don't always get that when you're working for a company. It's like, well, we want you have to be here 9 till 5, or, So I'm glad I also picked this other place as my second job, because it's also like a family there. The people are great. And it's if I need to change a schedule or add or to take away, it's never a problem. It's a wonderful place to work as well. So both the places I have, I'm very happy with. I have no complaints.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. And it's important. You can happy, and because you share that feeling to the people. If you are uncomfortable, you are more uncomfortable. The people, they know that feeling. The atmosphere or the feeling is that one says, she's amazing, the place is nice, but something is wrong, no? And more for the massage, more the space to try to relax, the therapy, really, really therapy. Victoria, what is the message? Because this interview, this program from Makami College and Viva YE Latino, see different people, and sometimes the people say, okay, I'm not sure, I'm not completely sure, but I need a little push to go to Makami. What is your experience, your message for these persons?
The experience with Makami, I mean, I would, when I talk to people about my course and my massage therapy, I always tell them, I went to Makami. Obviously, the hours make a big difference as to the program hours of what they're offering. But just the fact that if I say to people, look at how old I am, and I was always very shy growing up and very shy in school. It was a nervous decision to go back to school at my age. But if you have a passion and you have people who back you up, who help you realize your passion, which Makami does, because once you go there and you meet with Blanca, and I'm sure with the other ladies as well, my experiences with Blanca, but all of Makami is fabulous. Once you go there and you let them know, let Blanca know what your intentions are, what your passion is, they will help you realize that dream and make you feel so comfortable that in my personal experience, as I mentioned before, it's the best decision I ever made, because it's never too late to follow your passion, and just don't let your age get in your way. People say, if I can do it, you can do it. You just go to Makami, just talk to them, and you'll already be over one of the biggest hurdles that you're facing by not sure if you want to go. once you go and talk to them, that's already one step that they make you feel so much more comfortable in continuing on that course. Whatever the course may be at Makami that you're taking, they will help you guide you through all of that. And not just during your course, even afterwards. They're always there for you, always. And you don't get that with a lot of schools. So excellent. I love that.
Excellent. And thank you for sharing that important, because sometimes people say, oh, yes, oh. And I think so you have the best clever answer, because you say no age for take this decision about to Makami.
Right.
And you have question, Blanca help a lot. If Blanca don't have the answer, you are in a big trouble, my friend. Oh, ladies.
No, I won't get it. I don't know everything.
Yes.
But mostly everything about Makami, the students need it. I know all the people, when it's come to our show, this show or different show with BYJ Latino, they share that experience and they share that feeling. It's family. They work together. They help us. And yeah, Blanca, please.
No, Victoria, thank you very much for sharing your experience with BYJ Latino. I hope to see you soon again. I know you will be busy. Let us know how you are doing.
I will.
Please, yes, and please remind us before we go, where are you working again? Just to remind the people.
So my practice is under Danubis Health and Vitality Massage Therapy, and I work operating out of Hair Master Salon and Spa. They're at in Capilano. We're attached to the Capilano Tower. That's at 6205 101 Avenue. And my massage addict is also in Capilano because I live close by. So that's perfect. Massage addict is in Capilano as well at 5015 101 Avenue. And either of the two locations, I would be happy to help you if you come in and you need massage therapy for any reason. Relax. If you want deep tissue or you have some injury, you have some issues, just come and see us. We're always there to help.
Perfect. Victoria, once again, thank you very much for being with us, sharing your experience at Makami. I wish you all the success in your career in both massage therapy and Master Instructor in the future, and of course, in your personal life. Thank you, Victoria. Because
thank you so much. God bless you guys. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blanca. Thank you, Victoria. And see you in the next show, Blanca. We don't know if it's in Spanish and it's in English, but please follow us and put the information. Escríbenos y dinos de qué quieres saber de Makami, y aquí con mucho gusto te lo compartimos. My name is Giuseppe Marconi, Blanca Vera, and Victoria Szabo, these all guests. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Ciao.